Singapore.
Still awake in Singapore.
So is the entire karaoke bar, so we're not alone.
Am I even awake right now?
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. Tonight, we're gonna be pulling an all-nighter in Singapore. See you back here in 12
All-nighter.
hours. Now, we do like to travel on this channel to see some of the craziest things we've seen
That's
online
cool.
IRL. And
I'm
that's
trying to
taking
do that.
us to places like a spa theme park in Japan, an ice hotel
What
in
the hell?
Spain IRL. And that's taken us to places like a spa
The hell is that? A Japanese spa theme
park in
park.
Japan, an ice hotel in Sweden, a K-pop cafe in South Korea, an underwater hotel in Florida, and on this trip,
That's
we're
sick.
traveling to Singapore and Malaysia to check out some more places the internet made us go. And though I do really love traveling, one of the worst parts about it is the jet lag. As someone with a pretty terrible sleep schedule to begin with, at least 1 or 2 days of a completely inverted sleep schedule
Jet
are pretty
lag.
much guaranteed whenever we travel somewhere far away, especially to a place like Singapore, where the time zone is literally 12 hours the exact opposite of North Carolina.
No way.
So I had an idea. What
5
if,
p.m.,
instead of
5
attempting
a.m.?
to
Oh my
fix
God.
my sleep schedule in our hotel, we tried a different approach and
pull an
instead
all-nighter.
unleashed ourselves onto the streets of Singapore and stayed up all night exploring the city after hours.
That's
Singapore is
cool.
a place where many cultural
That's cool.
influences collide, a bustling metropolis in a humid tropical climate with a dash of British colonial architecture thrown in. And though I don't think Singapore is a city that never sleeps, there's plenty to do at all hours of the night. From hawker
They got a
centers
Hooters?
to late night spas to giant department stores to sunrise at the Marina
No
Bay
way
Sands
they got a
Infinity
Hooters.
Pool, it seems like something that could be right up our night owl alley. So we're gonna attempt to pull an all-nighter in Singapore and stay up from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and check out as many late night attractions as we can,
see
and
what they
hopefully
get.
not pass out while prawning. Wait, what? And if you guys like this, let me know down below which other cities we should try. I'm definitely planning on doing Tokyo next, but after that,
Tokyo?
I'm open to suggestions. Although I guess we have to make sure we survive this one first. But before we head off, I do want to give a quick shout out to these
No free sponsors.
if you want to first thing we were going to do district nearby where we started at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, because the first thing we were going to do is eat, because 1, it's dinner time, and 2, we also needed to power up for the night to come. So we're going to go in there and we're going to get some sustenance. Although this was going to be more like breakfast
W.
than dinner, as though I did enjoy some of the hacks we tried on the longest flight in the world,
Oh,
trying to
shoot. Longest flight in the world?
preemptively get on Singapore's time zone did not do much. I am feeling a little bit crazy. I just took a nap. I woke up at 5:30 p.m. I was like, what the f? But
No way.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Now, a hawker center is basically a food hall, a centralized location with many stalls where different vendors or hawkers sell their food. And Lau Pa Sat has
Looks good.
over 80 different hawker stalls lining its corridors, showcasing an enormous variety of different dishes.
Dumplings?
Because of Singapore's location and history, it's a place where many different cuisines have converged: Chinese, Indian, Malaysian fare, and more. And the building itself has been
Malaysian.
around since the 1890s. Originally as the historic Telok Ayer Market, it was converted into a hawker center in the 1970s. And as you can see by the crowds, it's pretty popular.
Freaking huge.
It is actually warmer
So many
inside than it is outside. It's actually not too bad outside today. I think it's time for the hair to go up.
Okay.
Right? There's
Oh shit.
fans blowing the hair in every which way, and it's also sticking to every which surface. I mean, they're giant fans. They're huge fans. And most of the vendors in Lau Pa Sat stop serving around 10 p.m., though a handful are open later into the night. But without doing the most and weighing ourselves down, we're gonna try a few different dishes. Starting off with a bang, the fishball soup at the Lixin Tiaochu fishball noodle stand, which is not something I would have necessarily chosen for myself, but it came recommended from our Singaporean producer as something popular and light.
It's seriously hot over here.
Yeah,
I'm getting steamed.
you're getting steamed, huh?
A little onsen action.
Fishball onsen?
Yeah.
It's a fishball theme park, people. And it is
Fishbowl.
also one of 6 hawker stalls at Lau Pa Sat that has a Michelin Gourmand bib, which is not a star,
bib.
but still seems pretty good. So how could I say no? I need to not burn a child
We got
with fishball
dominoes
soup.
over there.
I need to remain tranquil with fishball soup. Now, as you guys know, I'm not a huge fish girl,
fishball.
which I am working on. I actually don't know what's in there. And I was a little nervous that these fish balls would have like a meaty center.
Hot? Here. Breathe it out, breathe it out. Don't swallow, don't swallow.
Oh, hot. But these balls are actually made of a fish paste. So it's this
Fish
white,
paste?
kind of unidentifiable, bouncy substance
heck?
all the way through.
Okay, there is no center. It's like a fish cake, but in a ball.
Fish cake?
It's pretty good.
The flavor is pretty simple to start,
heck
a bit
is that?
briny and salty and very warm.
Although weirdly, it's given me this like comparative feeling where like my outside is now cool because my mouth is so hot. Life hack.
Though I did like it more after we cooled down the balls and added some chili
Hey, yo.
oil for some spicy heat.
How to cool down your fish ball.
Yeah.
A tutorial, a novel, a non-fiction saga by Sophia Nygaard.
We of course also had to try some
Yeah,
roasted
Nygaard.
Hainanese chicken rice from the aptly named
Nygaard.
Hainanese chicken rice stall,
Nice.
That was hard mode.
You made it.
which is one of these staple dishes of Singapore.
It's a classic.
This is the Philly cheesesteak of Singapore.
I think it is actually.
I think it is.
Though the name would imply that it's just chicken and plain rice, the rice is actually
good.
cooked in the chicken stock, so
Oh, that
it's
looks good.
chicken and chickeny rice. And on first taste, Tyler thought this was good, but kind of standard protocol,
I'm gonna do a little dab action.
but quickly learned that the real trick here is to add some of this garlicky sauce.
Oh.
Oh.
This is a game changer.
And both these dishes were kind of like the perfect choice for all-nighter food in a way, as we needed as much protein as we could handle,
Fueled up, baby.
whether from the land or the sea.
Dude, I am fueled by fishball right now.
You're fish fueled. I'm chicken fueled. This is Sophia on
Fishball, it's pure fuel, man.
And speaking of meat, here's some more.
Are you ready for the smoke?
More
Now,
meat.
at dusk, the
There you
street
go.
next to Lau Passat is shut down to traffic and transformed into Satay Street, with tons
Whoa.
of tables for people to eat al fresco, and 10 satay stalls grilling savory
That
meat
looks good.
on sticks lining the sidewalk, with plumes of barbecuey smoke filling the air. I mean, look, this chicken is on fire, people.
Literally.
Just getting like infused with satay smoke.
We ordered from Best Satay 7, and I don't think it's possible to order just a few skewers, so we ended up with a bunch.
That's for us, man.
That's a lot of
Damn.
fun.
But don't worry, I promise we have some off-camera hands who will descend on the rest of the satay once we've done our taste test. And I think
Look,
this
bomb.
signature of satay, besides being meat on a stick,
Look at that glisten.
is that it's often marinated with soy, ginger, and lime, and served with a peanut sauce. The chicken was awesome, just like a smack of smoky grill to the face.
It is chicken, but that's not the flavor. The flavor is not chicken. The flavor is like spicy peanut grill.
The beef was incredibly tender and moist,
Oh, wow. That's not too chewy. I thought the beef was gonna be hard to bite through. It's like
Kind of soft,
chewable.
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 It's like a kid's Tylenol.
Very good.
and once you deshell the prawns,
Work it up. Yeah, like a corn on the cob. It's like it's a prawn on a bob.
they are also very marinated, smoky, and tender.
The flavor is grill. The place is grill. The technique is grill. The flavor is grill. But it's good. It's really good.
So, first
Bomb.
prawns of the evening, very strong.
Oh, I like the prawn.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Prawny James, coming at you. That's really good.
So, fueled by chicken, rice, fishball, and la prawns, we were ready to move on to our next activity.
I feel good. Hot. But good. I
Hot.
out of here.
So our next stop is back to our mothership, the Marina Bay Sands Hotel and surrounding areas, because we
Dang, this shit is huge.
had to book it to the Gardens by the Bay.
It said wave to open, so I was like,
Hello. I thought you were gonna walk into the door.
Which took us through the Marina Bay Sands shopping center,
Damn.
up a number of incredibly high
Whoa.
escalators,
Dude, this is terrifying.
we are very high up.
I'm getting weak knees, man.
Just you wait.
That's scary, dude.
That is scary.
out onto a walkway behind the hotel.
I see something looming in the distance.
Yeah. What was that? The Eye of Sauron?
Now, the Gardens by the Bay is kind of like a huge botanical garden with a few different areas. It was part of a major government project to basically create a really cool attraction, and I think it's worked, as the gardens are really cool. And though
That is
parks
cool.
are open until as late as 2 a.m., the part we're
2 a.m.?
going to, the Super Tree Grove Skyway, closes a lot earlier than that at 9 p.m. Now, the Super
Oh,
Tree
dang.
Grove consists of 12 of these illuminated super trees, or solar-powered vertical gardens of tropical
Where are they staying? So they're
plants,
staying in one of these?
flowers, ferns, and orchids that are over 160 feet tall.
These things are so cute and weird.
Yeah.
Cute, tall, and weird.
Yeah. It's giving me
No, I would not stand on that.
Avatar.
It's definitely giving Avatar.
Yeah.
It is giving Avatar.
You have a serious Na'vi vibe.
James Cameron. James Cameron.
And this walkway is suspended between two super trees over 70 feet off the ground. The rest
Fudge.
of the garden is free, but you do need a ticket for this, but I would say it's pretty worth it, as the view of
Hell no, that shit's scary.
the other super trees, especially all lit up at night, is pretty awesome.
Oh my god, what am I? Am I being lasered right now?
You're being lasered, yeah.
All right, we gotta take some aesthetic shots.
Yes.
I think that is mostly the point of this place. It's also nice, but I think the point is like aesthetic shots.
And there is a bit of a breeze up here, which I was very grateful for. Not a bad spot for an Instagram in the sweltering heat of Singapore.
It looks like an alien mothership. Like this is like the brain, the stem,
Oh yeah.
right?
Overall, I actually really liked the Super Tree Grove. I found it to be strangely hypnotic and zen, with the mist and the
Zen.
breeze and the slowly changing colorful lights.
Alright, so TripAdvisor said this is like the
Whoa.
8th coolest thing you can visit in the world.
I think that feels about right.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Like 8 feels about
is
right.
sick,
It should be number 1, but it's pretty cool.
So I'm leaving the gardens feeling pretty relaxed. Time
I
to
want to
fix
get on
that.
that thing though.
Are you ready to become unrelaxed?
Yeah. That sounds nice.
How about overstimulated?
Even better.
Now, next up on our all-nighter journey,
Oh,
we
they're
headed
going
across
all-night,
town
actually.
to the Little India neighborhood. For first up, a little caffeination stop at the Al Mubin Cafe.
All
right.
right.
Are you ready for some tea?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now,
Al
Al
Mubin.
Mubin serves both a variety of food and also a number of iced and hot drinks, and is actually open 24/7. So a true all-nighter establishment. And I ordered 2 teh tariks, an iconic drink of Malaysian Indian origin, which consists of a strong black tea base and condensed milk, and then pulled in somewhat dramatic fashion to cool down the tea to a drinkable temperature, aerate the drink to supposedly enhance the flavor, and create a foamy top. Now, unfortunately, they don't make iced teh tarik, so this is hot,
But it is caffeinated, so bottoms up, as they say.
but the taste was worth the heat,
Hell yeah. Oh, it's really good.
as it's quite sweet for sure,
Very condensed milky.
but also rich and
Yeah.
earthy tasting.
I don't know if it's the sugar or the caffeine, but like my face is starting to tingle.
Is that a good thing?
And it being hot actually forced me to take a second to sip it slowly rather than completely shotgunning it.
Yeah, you're enjoying it more.
I'm savoring, exactly.
So besides the sweat gathering on our foreheads, I think we liked this.
Well, you actually took a step back there.
Yeah, I did.
It wasn't just for the shot.
I like it. I like it.
No, he
after-
likes it. He ate that. He
For our
drank all
next
that.
stop, Mustafa Center, right across the street. Now, Mustafa Center is kind of hard to explain. It's sort of a
Mustafa.
loved by locals kooky fave, and it's basically a 4-story crazy department store where you can buy
4 stories.
almost any item you can think of. And I'm not kidding, or even really exaggerating all that much.
That's where we enter from.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Should I leave some string on the ground?
Pre-pandemic, it used to be open 24/7. Nowadays, it closes at 2 a.m., but still a somewhat respectably
That's a weird restaurant. I mean, weird spot.
What is that
What the hell?
there? That's the party floor.
And even though it is teeming with merchandise and pretty overstimulating, it is also air-conditioned, so it is pleasant to be in here for a bit and shop around for a few mementos of our all-nighter.
Oh, look at these. They got the really good fly swatters.
Oh, you want one?
Well, we don't need it for here, but those are good fly swatters.
We spend $100 to get a tax rebate.
There you go.
Now, as you stroll down one of Mustafa Center's many aisles, or ride an escalator from one floor to the next,
Dude, they got random
be
things.
teleported across the shopping universe. One moment,
We got stoves.
they're us, and the next,
It's like Best Buy.
Yeah.
It's like Best Buy.
It's like, oh, where did you think you were? Was Best Buy? Is that a horse?
next thing you know, you're in a Guitar Center or a Foot Locker.
You don't need shoes, do you?
Not right this second.
If you're in
What the hell? They got random
Then
shoes.
maybe a Joann's Fabrics or a Macy's meets Target. This part
What?
kind of looks like a Sephora fragrance section.
I think this is like endless CVS.
Yeah,
Right here.
it is.
We've entered the CVS.
Where do you pay?
And it is very easy to get lost in here. Not just because it is a large place, but also because it's made of 2 separate buildings with a land bridge in between. So some floors connect across both buildings, but some do not.
Look at this insane corridor.
And it's also important to note that even though it has the sort of thatched together, merchandise stacked to the ceiling vibe of a discount store, it is not a discount store. It carries
It's not just
normal merchandise at generally normal retail prices.
retail prices.
I was looking at online.
175.
I know.
And we found a Mustafa Center.
Literally.
Even if I did see a few potentially dead stock items,
Is that Britney Spears perfume?
and some brands I had never heard of before.
American Shave.
American Shade.
Your engines! Let's go!
Also, even though it was nearing midnight on a Friday night, it was absolutely packed.
Looks packed.
You also like go into the aisles to like get a breather.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
So not only was it just generally crowded,
That's how they
there's
get
also
you.
the occasional traffic jam in the corridors.
This is a traffic jam.
Yeah, we're
Just waiting it out.
yeah, we're just gonna let it diffuse. There's a gridlock over here at the turmeric latte.
Traffic jam.
And one thing that was for sure was that it was kind of a bad idea to come in with an open-ended haul in mind.
Oh no. Oh no.
Were you looking for the prime?
Decidedly no.
Because we were presented
For real?
with everything, from camera
Cameras.
tops to blenders, flat-screen TVs and refrigerators, to suitcases, jewelry, watches.
What?
Crap, that's a lot of watches.
Sorry, not just watches, also clocks,
Clocks.
Clock.
to unique Oreo flavors, niche chips, a huge amount of nuts,
At first I was gonna say, that's a lot of
Niche
pistachios. This is an entire roll of dates. It's Date City, bitch.
Oh my god.
It is, no, it really is. It's Date City, yeah.
as well as some ready-made cakes, many fruits and veggies, and fresh fish on ice.
Ready to go.
Yeah, where are the prawns? Where's the fresh prawn?
Some foreshadowing for you.
So in the spirit of Mustafa-ing out, our haul was quite eclectic. First up, in the Best Buy area, we did buy a couple of neck fans,
Neck fans?
Almost like a travel pillow.
Yes.
Oh.
Like a travel pillow, but it's a fan.
Well, I could put
Does it even work?
another tea.
which we were hoping could be an answer to the summer heat.
Oh. Someone cut the music.
That bed doesn't work.
Okay.
Nah, that's back. It's back. Come on.
And I did also pick up the strangest camera mount I had ever seen.
What?
You like put your phone here, camera there.
It looks like the Scorpion King.
Double filming,
Oh, cool.
right?
Yeah.
It's only $22.
In the endless CVS area, we did stumble upon some essentials that we actually needed,
Don't we need some retainer cleaner?
We do, yeah.
and some unique Listerine flavors.
Green tea.
Green tea.
And in the snack area, I did pick up some bougie Kit Kats.
Tasmanian mint swirl? That looks interesting.
There's a lot of potential here.
And overall, I think we were being pretty judicious until we reached the Tchotchke,
Uh-oh.
where we were almost set off course by the model ships and indoor fountains.
Oh, that's sick.
I wonder where those ceramic figurines in like your aunt's house come from.
Yeah. All of them are here.
They come from here.
But we quickly came back to our senses and instead grabbed a really
Had no room for
lion
it.
keychain
He's in a boba cup.
What? He's in a boba cup?
We gotta get that.
and then a few other keychains.
Do you have any interest in nail clippers on a keychain?
Sounds convenient.
Do we know a number?
Nail clippers on a keychain.
It's a gift pack.
And finally, in the Wee Britain section,
You're not ready for this. It's a
Oh,
Queen Elizabeth rubber duck.
that is adorable.
We gotta get this.
We really do.
now
Queen Elizabeth rubber duck.
crowded it was, I had no idea how long we'd been in there.
This place just keeps going, man.
Do you think they're done?
This place does keep going.
Leave. I could not find the exit.
Turns out we'd been Mustafa-ing out for like 2 hours,
It's kind of like a casino.
It's a little bit like a casino. Yes, I agree.
but after checking out, we emerged, still awake and with a pretty good haul in our hands.
Damn.
Pretty modest haul for the amount of time we spend in there.
Showed a lot of restraint.
And most of this bag is our neck fans.
Although I guess we never did figure out what was going on that top.
Dude, this shit is huge.
The bona fide late hours of the night, we headed over to our next stop, inside the Kinex Mall,
Ooh, it's nice.
An empty, abandoned mall.
Oh, yeah.
where everything was mostly already closed,
Oh, everything was closed already?
Karaoke is also open.
Yeah.
where I could hear a number of people really belting it out, and our late night hot pot spot, Beauty in the Pot.
It's pretty cool, though, that you could just go in there.
It's so pink.
It is.
Now,
Even though it's
if you know
closed.
what hot pot is? It's basically a style of restaurant where you are presented with a simmering pot of broth in the middle of the table, and you cook ingredients in the broth before eating them.
This is us. Salami
That's cool.
And Beauty in the Pot is a popular chain of
Beauty in the
restaurants
Pot.
in Singapore, focusing specifically on specialty broths that are supposed to have beneficial health properties. I think their signature is a beautifying collagen broth, which
No, thank you. My girl would like that.
So the idea is that you're eating hot pot, but it's good for your face, which I feel like, you know, in the middle of the night, generally it appeals to me, but in the middle of the night, I feel like I could definitely use it.
and though obviously anyone can go, the vibes are very much girly pop hot pot spot. And I think at least most of their locations are open until 3 a.m. or later.
3
True,
a.m.
baby. This place is mostly empty. We do not care. We are here, and we're gonna close it down.
And though we were excited to try the beautifying broth, I kind of forgot that with hot pot, you have to choose a lot of things.
There's a lot more decisions than I anticipated.
A lot of decisions that we're not really fit for making that.
No, not at all.
We're jet lagged and sleep deprived.
Broths, meats, extras, sauces to dunk things in, and for a quickly shutting down jet-lagged brain, this was a substantial mountain to climb. And admittedly, we ended up with a pretty random assortment of items.
Do I have enough hands for all these items?
I'll help.
Okay, we're all in here.
But thankfully, all could be cleansed in a boiling vat of collagen.
College is ready, baby.
So it was time to cook our items and do a little taste test.
Beautifying steak. Coming right up.
Oh yeah, I see cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, the beef that we got was good,
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's good.
thinly cut and pretty tender,
Here's what it tastes like. It tastes like really good cheesesteak.
Cheese steak.
broth itself didn't have a ton of flavor,
I can't tell if I like the collagen broth or not. It kind of just tastes creamy, I would say.
but the collagen broth having skin benefits did motivate me to drink more of it. Now, I do think that sitting at Beauty in the Pot was one of the first times in the night where I felt really, truly exhausted.
I can feel my brain trying to fire thoughts and words, and they're not fully connecting.
I think unfortunately, the slowly simmering broth and relatively low-key environment was making me fade fast.
I feel awake, but lazy.
And I was not doing great with energy or soup brewing.
All right, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We've done hot pot before, but not a lot. I feel like we're kind of clueless right now.
But then I kind of remembered that I got all those extra sauces and added some spicy sauce into my broth.
It's actually kind of waking me up a little bit.
Good.
Ooh. Little ting station.
Ooh, and that actually really helped, as the spice sort of woke up my
Her
face. and-
face. She went.
Ooh, and that actually really helped, as the spice sort of woke up my face, and then the rest of my body followed suit.
Dude, your sauce is good.
Dude, this spicy is leveling up the collagen broth.
Big time.
In fact, I accidentally added too much on
Whoa.
occasions,
Okay, do more. Yeah, you got I saw that. Sorry. I should have worked.
but that ended up being the key to re-energize us.
What the hell?
Chug.
Ooh. Oh, the pepper. Ooh, it's helping. Oh, it's hurting. It's helping and it's hurting. It's helping by hurting.
So after some
It's helping by.
and some fruits and a complimentary yuzu shot,
Yeah.
Yuzu ginger?
Yeah.
Whoa, that helped me.
we were about ready to continue our all-nighter.
Honestly, I liked this place. I don't remember anything I said.
Right.
I remember consuming broth.
Yes.
But that was good.
I'd say our visit to Beauty in the Pot was a successful one, though I would like to return with a few more brain cells.
Back in the mall.
They're still singing.
Yeah.
So revitalized by the hot pot and the haunting karaoke tunes emanating through the mall,
Still awake in Singapore.
So is the entire karaoke bar, so we're not alone.
it was on to the next stop of our all-nighter tour, which was G-Spa, a 24-hour lifestyle spa located over in the Geylang neighborhood.
Can I just
G-Spa.
Yeah.
do I have to talk?
No.
Okay.
This is the silent portion of the video.
This is the silent portion.
Now, 24 all-night spas seem to be more of a thing across Asia, I think inspired by the 24-hour Korean spa culture.
This is cool.
It's my cave of wonders.
Oh, yeah. The G-Spa.
We visited one when we were in Seoul in 2019, although we've also been to a few that have popped up here in the States.
G-Spa.
And generally, I love them. Everyone that I've been to tends to follow a similar protocol.
All right, Ty, that one's yours. See you later.
They usually give you a set of spa pajamas to
Whoa.
wear around, and there's a separate men's and women's area for the nude dunking and showering activities.
That's cool.
But then you are unleashed into a co-ed communal area.
Oh. Oh, hey.
A lot of sleeping in there.
Oh, yeah? Is someone snoring?
Yes.
Okay.
Incredibly loud.
Some of the spas we've been to before have had like themed sauna rooms or communal pools. This one
That's
had
cool.
a lot of treatment rooms, massage chairs, and a theater room upstairs, but there is usually some type of cafe or place to eat, a check, and plenty of places to nap. Now, on the one hand, it was very nice to get out of our sweaty, satayed clothes, but it was also kind of dangerous to dress us up in pajamas and let us get so cozy.
Do you have
Bro, I was gonna say they're gonna knock out.
disposable underwear on?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
Especially because everyone around us was napping. In fact, it seemed like most people, especially at this hour, were using the spa as almost like a
I know, right? I was gonna say.
short stay hotel. See, dudes snoring in the lounge chairs.
It does kind of feel like a bunch of guys who got kicked out of their house were snoring too loud.
Yeah.
They're all here.
It's not a bad place to go.
It's probably one of the better places to go. It's a good option.
So it did feel like we were minutes away from falling asleep ourselves. Thankfully, they did have a little coffee station, which, paired with this bow cabinet,
How is
That's cool.
every segment turning into an eating segment?
It's a lot of
That ass.
Wait, that looks good.
I know.
gave us a fighting chance to stay awake.
Bow, coffee dunk.
That'd be pretty good.
The coffee was fine,
Drinkable.
Yeah, that.
Despite what my face says, drinkable.
It's not amazing.
Pie with her face.
Okay, but it's actually helping.
but the custard bow was some seriously
What is
good
that?
and eggy late-night
Oh, it's an
sustenance.
egg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just good junk food right there.
After our cafe pit stop and dressed in our complimentary disposable underwear, we split up to rinse, dunk, and then rinse. I think both our respective sections had hot and cold plunges. I opted for the hot pool only because the cold ones seemed too scary, but Tyler did try
That
to
one does seem scary.
alternate between hot and cold, though he could not bring himself to submerge deeper than his nipple.
Alright, so I went from extremely hot to extremely cold, but I am waking up. It's very exhilarating. Oh my god.
You
this is
went,
like
whoa.
those nice dunks. Oh my god. Okay, this is crazy.
And conveniently, they also had some mouthwash and deodorant available, both of which I used liberally.
You gotta freshen up.
I did freshen up, but then when I put my outfit back on, I realized how much it did smell like satay.
Right, okay.
Which once again,
Yikes.
I love the smell of in my mouth, but on my shirt,
For many hours.
6 hours later.
Yeah.
Less so.
So my plan was somewhat thwarted, but I think we did feel at least a bit better, and somehow still awake. So for that, I am grateful. Now,
Join Planet Fitness now for $1 down and pay nothing until January 17th. Ends December 30th.
Boom.
our final late night activity that would get us through the last bit of the night until dawn was one that I was sort of surprised
4:30 a.m. now?
by. It's at the Bugus Plus Mall complex, back towards where we started, which is also super closed at this time of night.
Oh, yeah. Malls and malls and malls.
And we were heading to the only open place at the mall on the roof.
What?
The Singapore Ballet? No. I think not.
And at night, when everything else is closed, it was kind of like a bizarre beacon in the dark, beckoning us towards it.
The fuck?
Oh my god, you can see them going at it.
This is Fish at Bugus Plus, and it is a prawning establishment.
All right.
What the heck is that?
Prawning.
Let's go prawning.
Prawny James.
Prawny James
Prawning.
here.
Prawn, show you how it's done.
Okay.
Now, this seems to be a somewhat common late night activity in Singapore, as in, this is not the only late night prawning place in town,
It smells like a pet store. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
and it's sort of like those catch your own fish restaurants with a large tank in the middle, except it's a
That's
bit
sick.
more laid back and less structured than a fast paced restaurant. A place more to chill and let the time pass by.
Also, you can't cast the prawn with your hands.
No.
There's a fine.
Yeah. Look, it's a good cream
Oh
machine.
shit.
I'm not good at those.
And you can either take your catch home to cook or grill it there outside on a modest barbecue.
All right, I got some rods for us and some chicken heart as bait. Ready to go fishing?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now, I don't exactly know why it's open so late into the night, but it is certainly unique. The vibe is kind of like a place to crack open a beer and chill, and it's an interesting combination of like drunk dudes calmly sitting around and fishing, and hyped up pop music blaring in the background.
This is a fever dream.
It's 4 in the morning.
4 a.m. Katy Perry is playing, and I'm fishing for prawns.
And semi-unintentionally, I guess this ended up being a fishing segment.
Oh, I like that.
What?
They're circling.
I have never actually fished before in any capacity, so this was all very new to me.
You getting drag?
It is for sure, Saf. You gotta yank.
I'm not used to being face to face with or catching my own food, and it turns out that I'm not very good at fishing.
I'm not good at it.
Oh, damn. Oh, he ate it.
So most of this footage is just us sitting around, waiting, and not catching anything.
Took my bait. It's like in Jurassic Park, you know, when after they lower the goat in.
Yeah.
Or just a shot into the tank of our hooks bobbing around. In fact, you do rent your rod by the hour, and after a full hour where we didn't catch anything,
I'm disassociating over here. I'm just like staring into the, I guess it's not really an abyss.
But it's like a void.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're right next to one.
we were a little concerned that we
But
would just never catch anything at all.
they never caught anything.
I would yank.
Yeah?
That's wrong.
But you know what they say, it's always darkest before the prawn.
Is this Flo Rida?
Yes, it is.
And eventually, Tyler got a nibble,
Uh-oh. Get him.
which turned into a snag.
Got him.
And he caught himself a prawn.
That's me, baby. Oh, yeah.
And not too long after, I felt a tug on my line, and in
No
one
way.
quick motion,
Okay, okay. Yeah. You got it. Go, go. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
booyah, I caught one too.
Caught one.
So against all odds, we did not leave empty-handed.
Hi.
We got two.
Who's hungry?
And though I will spare you guys the gory details, we did eat what we caught. So I guess that was my first fishing experience at 5 a.m. in a mall in Singapore.
All I did work Where are we?
I have no clue.
What time is it?
It's very late.
I caught a prawn.
You did.
And after the prawns came the dawn. So we headed back to where we started our adventure, the
6:30
Marina Bay
a.m.
Sands Hotel.
All right, it's pool time.
Yeah.
Built in 2010, the Marina Bay Sands is Singapore's largest hotel and probably its most identifiable building overall. I mean,
Damn.
look at it. It's huge, it's futuristic, it's beautiful, and yeah, it's kind of crazy looking. But beyond just looking cool, this spaceship-looking thing at the top is home to one of the hotel's biggest draws, the world's largest infinity pool, which
That's
opens
so
every day
cool.
at 6 a.m. And though at 650 feet above the ground, it's only the second highest infinity pool in the world, it's still pretty iconic.
Damn.
That is iconic.
And surprisingly, we were not the first ones there.
There are already people here.
At 6:30?
Photos. Are we missing our photo op? Let's set up our time lapse.
And as the sky was already turning pink, we hastily set up a time lapse to try and capture some of the morning light.
This is hot tub here, which looks out to there, which looks out to a bazillion boats.
That's so cool.
Spoiler alert, we didn't really get much, but in honor of the effort, here it is. And while we were filming that masterpiece, the sun is rising. We hopped into the pool to watch the brightening skyline and see the skyscrapers turn off their neon signs.
Chest hair at 1,300 feet.
Oh my god.
And even though we
Wonder
were
if the water's cold.
actually the late night crowd, with the rising sun, we were suddenly two of the earliest of birds.
I'm usually not part of the 6 a.m. pool crowd, but I'm into it.
And from this perched outlook, surveying the city we'd been bopping around all
That's so cool.
night, I was pretty happy.
The skyline's so pink, it's so cute.
I know.
Look at it.
Singapore pastel edit. I've pulled my fair share of all-nighters over the years, and though I will say I was pretty damn tired, all of the activities did make the time fly by.
When you pack your all-nighter full of stuff, it's both easier and harder, but mostly easier. Like, you're exerting yourself more, but like you're kind of like engaged, you know?
I think this was a pretty fun and unique way to explore Singapore, with a blend of touristy things and also some local favorites. And honestly, I would do most of the things that we tried again, though maybe not all in a row, while super jet-lagged in the middle of the night. But isn't that the hallmark of any all-nighter? Just a bit of regret at the end, wondering if you might have enjoyed your hot pot more or caught a few more prawns had you just gotten a few hours of sleep.
Did we conquer the city?
They did.
Well,
A portion.
it was at least a draw,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It was at least a tie.
Yeah.
We both survived
Yeah.
to see the morning.
For now, though, we're gonna soak our tired legs
Singapore.
57 stories in the air.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that video, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. We're on a grind, no educate. Grind never stops.
Bye. Have a great time.